Hey guys, this is Mrs. Morgan and I'm going to help you get started on your worksheet. Your directions are to graph each equation by making a table specifically. So we're going to make sure that that gets filled out. Go ahead on number 1, and for every problem, go ahead and use -1, 0, and 1 as your x values. We get a little bit of negative, we get a little positive, we get 0. So these are the values that you're going to plug in to this side of your equation, so that way we can find out what y is. And you can just go off to the side and try and squeeze this in. 2 times -1 minus 1. So you're going to get that answer, which would be -3. And there is no judgment. Use your calculator for that if you are not confident with your negatives. Even if you are confident with your negatives, use your calculator. It's not worth making the mistake for this. And we're just going to plug it in. Again, plug in 0. 2 times 0 minus 1. This whole value is -1. So we have a -1 right here. And you'll plug in that last one, 2 times 1 minus 1. And the answer to that whole thing, 2 times 1 is 2, minus 1 is 1. So we've made our table, and now we just need to come over here and graph. So -1 and down -3, point right here. Over 0 and down -1, point right here. And over 1 and up 1, point right here. And you'll go ahead and draw your line in. And we just graphed by making a table. That's our first example. And something that I want to draw your attention to for this is that number 1 is in our y equals mx plus b format. And we were able to just start right away. But when we look at number 2, you are going to see something different. In number 2, we have y plus 2x equals 4, and it's not in our y equals mx plus b yet. And we're going to change it over to that form. So to do that, we're going to get y by itself, which means we're going to do minus 2x on both sides. Now when I do this, my plus 2x and my minus, no, I'll put a line through that. My plus 2x and my minus 2x, they cancel out right away. And I'm going to go up so we can see this. They cancel out right away. So on this side, I now have y equals, on this side, 4 minus 2x. I can't combine them because they don't both have an x. So I'm just going to go right up here. My 4 came first. I'm going to have minus 2x. It's very important that you go ahead and do this each time. It makes the problem easier. If you don't, you'll still get the right answer, but it's a bit more work as far as the algebra is concerned. Once you have this equation, you'll go ahead, and again, we're going to use -1, 0, and 1 as our x values, and we're going to plug them in right here into 4 minus 2x to get our y values, the other side of our table. So we'll come in and we will do 4 minus 2 times -1. And when I do that whole line, 4 minus -2 is positive 6. And again, there is no judgment for putting that into your calculator. So right across from our -1, we have a 6. Next, you'll have 4 minus 2 times 0. And when I do that, that's 4 minus 0, so I get 4. So across from my 0, I'll have a 4. And finally, oh well, it's getting really cramped. Let's see about this. There. We'll put a 1 right down there, and we will have 4 minus 2 times 1. So 4 minus 2 is 2, and that goes straight across here. You will come over and graph -1 and up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0 and up 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 1 and up 2. And here's our line. So again, you need to fill out the table and then graph, please. Thank you very much. And again, if you have any questions, don't be worried about it. You can talk to me Wednesday when I get back. But just make sure that I can see that you've tried every problem. All right, be good for my sub. See you tomorrow.